Let's jump right on into it. It's being said that Manny Pacquiao PBC deal, Premier Boxing Champion deal, was a 2-fight deal, which he already fulfilled his obligation by beating the piss out of Adrian Broner and agent Keith Thurman. So Pacquiao is somewhat of a free agent, even though PBC ain't a promotional company; it's a television series. So he's fulfilled his cameos or his acting duties on Premier Boxing Champions. You don't believe me? Look up look up what Premier Boxing Champions is under, and look at Wikipedia or somewhere else. It is a television series. So the question remains: will PBC hold Al Haymon feet to the fire about fighting Floyd Mayweather? And he's also took a shot at Floyd Mayweather. I put all that in the description, where he said Floyd is using his name again when he sold a receipt for Floyd doing a video saying he was paid $2.2 million to say that he was going to fight Pacquiao. He was going over to Saudi Arabia to discuss a Pacquiao rematch. I put that video in the description as well too, under source link. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my information is in the description. And yeah, basically that's what it is, man. And Mike Coppinger apparently said this, that Pacquiao's deal is up with PBC. And you know, can Pacquiao sit there and do what Adrian Broner's doing now and saying that I want to go over here, I want to do this, and want to cross the street and fight these fighters because PBC ain't giving me the money I want to get versus Ivan Reddick, and then usually PBC goes head and cave. Same thing with people, you know, Gary Russell going over to the zone talking to Eddie Hearn for a minute, you know. So Al Haymon cave and give him Santa Cruz. So it's known that when PBC fighters start entertaining and acting out or entertaining other promotional companies and management companies or whatever they consider they talking to, that, you know, they use the leverage they got. And for Pacquiao, I stay with PBC. As long as you give me the Floyd Mayweather fight or promise me the Floyd Mayweather fight, and obviously Pacquiao is sharp enough to know to get it in writing. Like I said before, Pacquiao didn't come over to PBC to fight Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman. He didn't do it. He came over to PBC to fight Floyd Mayweather, to get his tax IRS thing taken care of, and to make as much money as he can so he can close the door to retirement. I still feel that Floyd Mayweather is still going to fight Manny Pacquiao. All that, oh, they gave me this much money for saying I'm going to fight Pacquiao and doing this. Yeah, you doing that. And at the end of the day, it wouldn't surprise me if Floyd came back and fought on Showtime to help Showtime boost their ratings or their money up for a fight. It wouldn't surprise me if they put a deal together with Floyd and Pacquiao, charge commercials like a Super Bowl commercial, you know, and fight on CBS and try to do something groundbreaking, or fight on Fox if it really boils down to it. I'm not completely sure that chapter is done, but obviously it throws a twist in the Errol Spence situation. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people is looking for Errol Spence to get that fight with Pacquiao and get that, you know, one of the last missing stones to his one of the last Infinity Stones to his little Thanos fist. And if Errol Spence is looking for that belt, he's looking for that payday with Manny Pacquiao. In addition to that, if Pacquiao can go wherever he want to go to, and let's say Pacquiao, and somebody threw a hypothetical out on Twitter, and they said, well, shouldn't Bob Arum pay up and get that Walt Disney ESPN money and pay Pacquiao to come back over to Top Rank? Because ain't been no bad blood between Top Rank and Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao ain't threw Bob Arum, Michael Collins under the bus or nothing for how they finessed him and was charging. Bob was charging him interest on advances that he was giving Pacquiao when he got low in money in between fights, allegedly or reportedly. He didn't ever burn that bridge with Bob Arum. So a lot of people, you know, with somebody on Twitter, and they were saying, oh, shouldn't Bob Arum go over there and get Pacquiao and fight Terrence Crawford? Well, yeah, that'd be nice, but Bob Arum ain't in the business of taking losses. He seen Terrence Crawford pay-per-view do sub 200,000, whatever it was it did. I just know it was last report it did under 200,000 pay-per-view buys. So is Bob Arum really going to risk some money, you know, for Terrence Crawford? Absolutely not. Even though it would mean giving to Crawford more leverage in the Errol Spence fight, no. Because if it boiled down to it, then he would do it. Now, Pacquiao's status is higher than what it was when he fought Jeff Horn. beating Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman. So is PBC going to do everything they can to keep Manny Pacquiao is the $1 million question. And everything they can is either giving him the Floyd Mayweather fight or giving him money that he can't refuse to get anywhere else. And that ain't hard to do. Unless the Zone is going to give him a groundbreaking deal for like 5 fights and half of what Canelo get, 150, 60, $70 million. You know, that's will be PBC's biggest competitor is the Zone. Pacquiao already got a belt. If it boiled down to it, Errol Spencer cross over to the Zone and fight Pacquiao, and then they could promise him a shot at Jaime vacant belt, and then they could promise him Canelo Alvarez if he really looking for that fight. Errol Spencer go over there and get $200 million, especially if he beat Manny Pacquiao. So Pacquiao is more valuable to the Zone than it is to Top Rank. Top Rank ain't never been or had a history of pouring money into black fighters. Remember, Floyd Mayweather, a lot of y'all started watching boxing not too long ago, but for my people that remember, Bob Arum and Floyd Mayweather got into it because Bob Arum didn't want to put a billboard up, I think it was in Vegas or wherever it was, promoting Floyd Mayweather fight. And Floyd, this is when Floyd was way younger. This is when it started really become public that him and Bob had problems. And Bob Arum didn't want to put a billboard up, and Floyd Mayweather got mad, and him and Bob was beefing over that because Bob didn't want to spend money promoting Floyd fight the right way. And Floyd said a shady family member is the reason he got the Top Rank, hinting that it was Jeff Mayweather. Jeff Mayweather traded him to or got him over to Top Rank because he got a side deal. Could have been Roger. Heard it was Jeff. Don't know, allegedly. Okay. So that's been going on. You name me a black fighter Bob Arum ever poured money into. You know, he gave Timothy Bradley some bread, but Bradley was, you know, he didn't have to give Bradley that much money. Bradley was one of the best pound-for-pound fighters at the time, somewhere in the top 15 or 10 when he left Gary Shaw Promotions. Then Gary Shaw got absorbed by Rock Nation. They bought his company out and took his fighters, if you didn't know what happened to Gary Shaw. But, you know, when he got over there, he was already established. He had whooped Junior Witter. He had beat Kendall Hart in Montreal for a unification battle. WBC and WBO, I think it was. Then he had already beat on Devin Alexander for 140-pound supremacy. So when people get talking about like Tim Bradley was some fucking bum, I know people didn't watch boxing. Tim Bradley sought off in the beginning when he was with Gary Shaw. He sought out the best competition. But people don't know nothing about boxing. You would swear Timothy Bradley was some type of white fighter. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not even going to marinate on that right now. But Pacquiao got options. I don't think Top Rank is an option. Unless ESPN come out and say, we want Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford. Bob, this is the money we giving you for that fight. Make the fight happen, and they won't. They already been holding Terence Crawford. When they didn't acknowledge him or something, it was. And then they made it up to him by giving him field passes to the college championship game a couple years ago, letting them be in the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game and being at All-Star Weekend. Come on. ESPN, they play a hand in Terence Crawford being like that. But if they really want to make Terence Crawford a household name, and they really, ESPN I'm talking about, they really into making the Errol Spence fight and think it might do something for their network, well, they need to go out on a limb like they did with Tyson Fury and pay Pacquiao to come back over to ESPN to fight Terence Crawford. That way, it ain't no 60-40 or this and that. He can't be undisputed if you got 2 belts. He can't even be undisputed. Well, you only need 3 of the belts. You only need the IBF, the Super WBA belt is known as now, and the WBC belt. So Al Heyman got a dilemma on his hands. And if Pacquiao do go back over to go to the Zone or go to Top Rank, then, you know, then Mikey Garcia, it might dictate where Mikey Garcia goes in his career. He another guy. PBC don't want nothing to do with Mikey Garcia. Nothing to do with him. They like to have him for the right price and for the Danny Garcia fight, but he's not about to leverage them like Pacquiao can leverage them. So how bad do they want to keep Pacquiao at PBC? And in my opinion, you know, it can shift the power. It can get his own power that they don't even have right now, which is he could take a belt over to the Zone and people will cross over the street to fight him. It can give power to Top Rank if they can run that belt over to Terence Crawford, which I don't believe that's going to happen. I don't care. I don't think Walt Disney or ESPN or Bob Arum give a fuck about Terence Crawford. And don't get it twisted. I think they want that Errol Spence fight. I think they want more to do with they just want to show the Errol Spence fight and kind of cash out Terrence Crawford or cash in, depending on who they think gonna win that fight. But same time, Pacquiao got decisions. He got a ton of leverage. A ton of leverage. He can shift the power one way or another way. He go to the zone and they give him a big bag to go over there. Well, Errol Spence, you want to fight me? You got to come over here. I'll fight Mikey Garcia. I'll fight anybody else over here. It don't matter. He go back to Top Rank, which I think is the farthest from the possibility. Even though I really think his heart is with Top Rank. So this is an interesting twist. He's fulfilled his obligation, whatever the contract is between him and Al Haymon. Television series, whatever it is, he's fulfilled that. So what's next for Pacquiao? Is it give me the Floyd Mayweather fight or promise me the Floyd Mayweather fight or I'm bouncing? I'm bouncing with a belt? Y'all sat here and y'all paid for Keith Thurman, or y'all made sure Keith Thurman, y'all spent all that time and money or resources in to make sure Keith Thurman get that belt? Or keep that belt while he was gone for 22 months and Pacquiao come and scoop it and run somewhere else? Come on, man. Them PBC fanboys, extremists, going to be extremely angry. I'm definitely nervous about those videos that's going to come from Barbershop Conversation. You know what I'm saying? So then what? So, like I said, I heard Floyd Mayweather, I seen a video of him working out recently. It was supposed to be. And now he dropping that video. He coming back to fight Pacquiao. And they not going to risk Pacquiao versus Errol Spence to fuck up the Floyd, because Floyd don't want shit to do with Errol Spence. So can Bob come in? Bob got all this money you gave to Tyson Fury. All this money they got over there. Bob ain't into doing shit for Terrence Crawford. And people say, well, Crawford signed back there. You got to know the game. Bob Arum, you just can't walk away. It's like the dope game. You can't just walk away most of the time. Just can't do it. And I'm tired of explaining, Crawford's story. Crawford ain't had Al Haymon from day one. Al Haymon didn't know who the fuck he was. Who the fuck is this? Terrence Crawford, I remember hearing about him from Ness, from the Boxing Voice, when he was he was buried on the undercard. He was fighting when there was one person in the stands. Probably making 1,000, if that, a fight. So all that other shit, man, if y'all don't know a story, y'all shouldn't speak on it. A lot of people just ignorant to boxing. This is just another way to get drama because they ain't getting no pussy. And that girl ain't giving no drama because they ain't got no girl. Because your hand can't give you no drama. But we'll see what happens with Pacquiao if he come back on PBC, if he don't. But he really ain't never thanked Al Haymon, though. I thank my promoter, Bob Arum. I ain't really heard him say thank you, Al Haymon. And Al Haymon made sure his tax situation got resolved. He fronted him the bag that Bob Arum refused to. It is what it is. I've been saying about Pacquiao. He called his dog Thurman. Yeah, chop suey, baby. He probably can cook Thurman ass. That little poor bulldog or whatever it is. He can cook him. Want to do Pacquiao like the leg or the paw. Oh, he looked like a tail guy. But hey, he want to start that. I can go even deeper. But hey, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, and much, much more. Website, promo code in description. In addition to that, man, don't forget we on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, a video request, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation, share the video and donation link in the description. Intro, instrumental link in the description as well. You want to know where them beats come from. And don't forget to check out your boy, other channel, Motor City Sports Talk, everything Detroit from news and sports, mainly sports. We kind of transition into the news thing. And check out our playlist. A lot of boxing, MMA, NFL, NBA. We got you covered. Music, entertainment, current news. Y'all know what the business is. Good. Make sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go.